2. That's the 2 plays I got so far. I think I want to make. It's time to make a play for real. I want to at least spend the stream making 1 play, 1 full play, workshopping it, talking it out, yada yada. So I guess I should figure out what play, like what's the end goal of this play first of all. I want to make a 3-point play. I'm kind of thinking right now. I'm kind of thinking maybe like a double drag type of action. Maybe start off with a good old Iverson cut. Get our best shooter with the ball in his hands on the left wing. Get the center to come set a screen toward the middle of the court. Have people maybe like 1 at the dunker spot, 1 left corner, 1 right wing. I think that'd be good because if it's a good shooter, then they can just pull up in that midi for whatever. I'm thinking, okay, I'll take a player that I want, like hypothetically in the NBA, that I want this play to be run for. Let's say I want to do a play for Jamal Murray. What are we gonna do for the play? Matter of fact, I want CB bringing the ball up. I want CB right here. I want Jamal over here. I want AG dunkers, and I want MPJ over here. So maybe Christian Brown brings the ball up, comes right wing, and then we have Jokic right here then. Because then it opens up the possibility of like a slick ass slip screen right here for MPJ in the corner. But we're getting ahead of ourselves. Jokic is right here, getting ready to set the screen for Jamal, who's gonna come over here. So you're gonna cut. Oh, I didn't know I could curve the line like this. I didn't do that for any of my other plays. This is step 1, right? And then you pass the ball to here. So he sets the screen, Jamal's coming around, the pass gets here, boom. All right, phase 2, because honestly, maybe I'll have AG set the screen. If Jokic is setting this first one right here, then I'll have him go low block on this side, or like mid-range or something on this side. This isn't real Jokic, this is literally just for the point guard. Like, I say the Nuggets just to have a frame of reference in my head. If this is Jokic, this is a different play. I'm not going to stick Jokic just like on the baseline right here and act as a decoy or something like that. I'm not going to do that. But R5 in this situation, if they are a good enough post player, I want them kind of hovering around here because there will be a lot of open space around here. And I want AG to come set the screen for Jamal now. Top key. This is all about getting Jamal Murray, or our point guard, in a position where there's a lot of switches on the defense. There's a lot of communication that has to be involved on the defensive side of the ball so that they're not feeling comfortable, they're not feeling stagnant, they feel like they actually have to move and communicate and talk to each other in order to defend this action. So that being said, yeah, I want 5 right here, create some space right here. Christian Brown is also going to create a little bit of space right here. You're going to come up here, boom, screen by 4. Here we go. And then you're gonna dribble right here. So that if this is a good shooter, if this is a really reliable shooter with the ball at the 1 right now, they come off this screen, and because of this initial screen that happened right here in the first phase of this area should be opened up, especially considering we have Christian Brown flaring down near toward the corner. We've got our 5 going down to the baseline and creating some more space in the middle. How about this? We'll make this a phase. We'll make this its own phase. 5 sets the screen for 1. 1 comes around the screen. 2 is going to pass it over to 1. 5 and 2 are going to move down, create space. This then becomes a power forward screen for the guard. Set that, dribble there. And then boom, we're looking at either a shot. Our point guard, in theory, should have an open shot right here, or just a lot of space to work, to the point where you have a couple of different options to where you could go with this type of play. I want to create 3 different options for where this play could go. It's kind of just a read and react type of thing. He's just got the space. So afterwards, we're going to have the 4. We're going to have the 4 come down here and then screen for the 3. And then the 3 is going to cut and move. In theory, right? This play, we want our 1 to be, this is a play for a point guard who is a really good shot creator on his own. Someone who knows how to get a bucket, work in different areas of the court one-on-one. That's the goal of this bucket. Yeah, we want to get them moving off the ball, and we want to get them some space and get them maybe a potential mismatch on the 4 or the 5, which is why we are doing the 4 and 5 screens for this play. Maybe there is one switch that happened, and now our 1 has a little bit of a mismatch with all of this open space right here. If he decides to go right, he's got the 5 down there for a dump off. If the 5 is not there and the 2 guy comes over and shades, we have the kick out to the 2 as well. There are options when it comes to this play, but let's do option 1 right now. He's open one-on-one. He's just going to take this shot, right? He's going to work, yada, yada. We'll have the 4 come down, set the screen for the 3. Maybe if the one's a good decision maker as well, he'll be able to pinpoint this or identify this happening live and potentially pass the ball here. That is one option that could happen. That is one option that could happen for sure. And then 3 can shoot. That's fine too. We animated this play fully. Got the 1 coming off the elbow screen. He's going to get the ball now. Everyone's spaced down. We're not running 4 flat. We are just creating some space while the 4 comes up, sets the new screen for our 1. He comes down. He's got the one-on-one mismatch. 4 goes over here, creates some space more. The 3 comes out, ready to shoot this ball if he needs to. Pass it on over. In theory, this is open, and if it's not open because the 1 comes back and tries to help over on the 3, quick pass back, right, easy money. It's very simple in my head, but I can't think of like too many different complexities right now when I'm just trying to draw up the basis of the play. But yeah, that is one option we could have with this type of play, is getting the 3 open. We could make it a sort of thing. Would the 4 have enough time to set 2 back-to-back screen? Ooh. I think maybe, so then the 3 should probably, maybe I just have this as in isolation and just have the 4 flare out here. Cause yeah, you're right. Let's say bringing the ball up the court is going to take at least 6 seconds. That takes us down to 18. Getting into the setup, depending on who the players are on the court, is going to take like another 3 to 4 seconds. 15, 14 seconds left on the clock. The play starts, 16 left on the clock, 15 left on the clock here. All of these actions right here are probably going to take about 5-6 seconds on their own. Once we get to this point right here where our 1 has the ball and we're still trying to look for the 3, I think that might be the decision-making time, because at this point it'll be less than 10 seconds left on the shot clock, and you're right. I don't want them to scramble. I don't want them to have to, with 4 seconds left, be setting a screen to hopefully get 3 open, and then we just don't get a shot up. So that's a very good point. We're gonna do something else with number 4. So we're gonna cut that. So then what should I do then? Should I just have 4 flare out and okay, so maybe we just make this a quick isolation for the 1. You can have the 3 slide towards the hash, and if the defender leaves the corner to defend the drive, the 3 would be open. I'm just trying to think, like, what do I do with the 4 after this, though? The idea is that, yeah, the 3 is supposed to be an emergency outlet for the 1 in case this middle isolation here doesn't work. So I do want him readily available, and yeah, probably having him deep corner. But then also, it really does depend on who the 1 would be in this situation, because if they are able to create this space and really get by their guy in the middle, then the kick out is there in the corner, potentially. Like, hypothetically, it would be over there in the corner. Could run the pick and pop if you have a shooting forward. That is true. That is true. It could be a pick and pop. This could be a pick and pop. Actually, yeah. Let's draw this as 2 different options then. So guy gets here. After the screen, we do next. He's going to flare out. You're right. He can flare out right here. And as long as this guy is a shooting 4, we'll put green for shooting. How about that? If this guy is a shooting 4, the pick and pop will be there. So you either have this shot right here or this pass right here. And then the next phase would be this shot right here, potentially. I really am just trying to think about what to do with these 2, but I don't think I could really have that much going on this opposite side of the court. These 2 kind of just need to be the space, because that's a shot right there, potentially, where we could pass and shoot right there, if it's a pick and pop. If this is a pick and pop. That does simplify the play a lot, actually, just having this be a pick and pop option and leaving 3 in the corner in case. Damn, that damn cross-court corner pass takes a very specific type of player, and I'm trying to, because, okay, hold up. Once we get right here, and the 4 pops out, yeah, it would be all dependent on the 1, seeing how much space this 1 can create, how much pressure the 1 can create in terms of, like, getting to the rim and getting a step on his guy, especially in the mid-range area. The ideal thing for a guard of what I'm trying to think of for this play, ideally, this 1 just takes the mid-range. This 1 works out right here and gets a good, clean shot off after a potential switch right here or a potential switch after this guard right here. Also could do a swing with the 4 to the 3 if they drop off the 3. So, okay, hold up. How about this then? Because more than likely, the 3 is going to be the one that's able to shoot anyway, right? Because I'm trying to involve this 3 while keeping him as a spacer. But if I just switch 3 and 4, and make the small forward coming up, setting the screen, and going from there and being my popper, then maybe we could like do something with that, and then maybe See, then I don't know, because then I would have to move him, because then I'd want the 4 to be like the baseline threat, you know? Or maybe the 5 just becomes the dunker spot threat and we just leave the 4 out in the corner as a spacer. Everyone can't be involved, obviously. Everyone can't be going toward the rim or be an option in this play. They are, just by, obviously, you know, whatever happens with the play, but I'm trying to involve everyone, and I think I need to simplify my thinking a little bit when it comes to this play. Bring it on back. You know what? Here we go. We're gonna restart. I want the 4 in the corner. This 4 is like a 33% three-point shooter. This is a 4 that we need to space a little bit. Don't need to be super duper reliable, but just know that, hey, if he's wide open, he can hit a corner 3. We'll make him green. We'll have him start here. Next, we'll have him come up, set a screen up here, have 1 dribble around here, get to his spot. Right in the mid-range. If 3 is going to be flaring out, do we have the 5 come down to the right elbow, left elbow, or do we have him spaced out? Yeah, the plays, if I'm asking for this play to be ran for the point guard and have the point guard look for his shot first, then yeah, I want to create some space and have the 5 like flare out to the deep corner midi or something. And if the drop off is there, then yeah, shoot that fucking midi. So our 3 is going to go out to the wing, act as an outlet for our 1. Our 1 has a couple different options now. He can shoot. He can pass to the 3 on the pick and pop depending on what the defense is doing. If they double the ball handler, the dump off behind the back pass is right there, or the over the head pass is right there. So that is an option for him. We have 1 play down, a very simple screening action play to get our 1 free. I like this play. Is there a way we can make it better? Absolutely. Probably. 100% there is. But I don't want to make it better at the moment. I really like where this play has ended up.